This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. Our top story, the penalty for convicted triple murderer Andres Avalos Jr.
A jury in Manatee County is deliberating right now whether Avalos should get the death penalty or life in prison for killing 3 people. Deliberations began this afternoon after several loved ones took the stand to testify on behalf of both the victims and Avalos. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick joins us now live from Manatee County on where things stand in the trial. Jess.
Good evening, Haley and Scott. It took this jury 13 hours to find Andres Avalos Jr. guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of second-degree murder. They now must decide whether or not he should die for his actions. Avalos can only be sentenced to the death penalty if all 12 jury members agree.
A jury will decide Andres Avalos Jr.'s punishment for 2 first-degree murders, those of neighbor Denise Potter and local pastor James Tripp Battle. The victims' loved ones taking the stand to ask for the death penalty. Pastor Battle's widow, Joy Battle, describing the pain caused by the void left in her and her children's lives.
And as a mother, I have had to hold my 8-year-old daughter while she cried out for her father. He will miss her first boyfriend, learning to drive, high school graduation, her college graduation, her wedding.
Pastor Battle's sister, Ashley, sobbing at the thought of life without Tripp.
To me, he was bulletproof. I will be mourning the loss of my brother, my confidant, my protector, and my best friend for the rest of my life.
Several loved ones took the stand on Avalos' behalf, asking for a lesser punishment of life in prison. His father, Andres Avalos Sr., testifying about the drastic change in his son's personality.
The son that we raised, and the one that was on December 4th, that one we did not recognize as our son.
The defense reminding the jury of Avalos' substance abuse history and mental illnesses, calling a psychologist to the stand.
I do think that he lived every day in what we call a paranoid state of mind, both with respect to his enemies pursuing him and trying to harm him, as well as with respect to jealous delusions that he had.
It's all in the jury's hands to take into account and decide. Will it be life in prison or the death penalty for Andres Avalos Jr.?
Avalos cannot face the death penalty for his wife, Amber Avalos' murder because the jury found him guilty of second-degree murder in her killing. Now, the judge did instruct the jury to go home earlier today and pack an overnight bag, so there's no word on whether or not the verdict will come today or tomorrow. We will, of course, keep you updated right here on ABC7 and online, mysuncoast.com. For now, live in Bradenton, Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Jess, thank you. In the Avalos case, the jury must be unanimous in its decision to impose a death sentence, and it looks like that will continue to be the mandate for all death penalty cases in Florida. The U.S. Supreme Court is leaving in place a lower court ruling that says imposing a death sentence in Florida requires a unanimous jury. Today, the justice is deciding to turn away an appeal that would have overturned a ruling from the Florida Supreme Court. That ruling struck down a newly enacted law that allowed a defendant to be sentenced to death as long as 10 out of 12 jurors recommended it.
A construction project that took nearly 2 years to build is now finally open. The Diverging Diamond on University Parkway officially opened around noon yesterday, and drivers are still getting used to it. ABC7's Rick Adams is joining us live from the scene with more on how the traffic is flowing this evening. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, this is day 2 of this new traffic pattern, and there's still some confusion out here. I'm actually going to move out of the way to give you a little better look at things. This Diverging Diamond did open just before noontime yesterday, as you did mention, Haley. Folks around here have been dealing with traffic issues, especially as this diamond was being built. This $74 million project is expected to help ease the flow of traffic out here. Those driving east on University will shift to the left side of the road, go underneath I-75, and then shift back. And drivers heading west will do the same.
As long as everybody's paying attention to the signage, the striping, follows the speeds 35 miles an hour through the DDI, just like it is through the construction zone. Don't be distracted, put the phone down, don't play with the radio, just kind of pay attention to what you're doing, stay in your lane.
But it looks to me like we're going to have some problems when the snowbirds come back because they are not going to be able to understand it, and that's when we'll see some traffic problems.
And this diverging diamond project is about 90% complete now, and we're being told this is the first of its kind, the first diverging diamond project in the entire state of Florida. Reporting live from Sarasota County, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Thank you, Rick. If there's an accident involving the diverging diamond interchange or any other roads on the Suncoast, you can get an instant alert about it by downloading the My Suncoast app. You'll get some important news updates as far as weather forecasts as well, traffic updates, which is what we're really focusing on here, and you can get those delivered right to the palm of your hand.
An update now on wildfires burning in the state of Florida. The Florida Forest Service reports more than 2,000 wildfires have burned so far this year. Those fires have burned 171,000 acres, with 125 active wildfires still burning as of today. Even with the rain we've been getting over the last few days, officials would like to remind everyone that a burn ban is still in effect for both Sarasota and Manatee counties.
And now for a check on our forecast. We did get a lot of rain this weekend, so we're hoping it made up for some of that drought that we've been in, Bob.
Had a lot of rainfall in places over the weekend. Not everyone getting in the act, but the coastal locations certainly did get over an inch, 2 inches of rainfall in places. The news is, though, that we're still in this problem with the high fire danger despite the rain we saw over the weekend. But that may all be coming to a change as a result of up to 2 to 4 inches of rainfall that may be falling over across parts of the Suncoast beginning late Wednesday and into Thursday. Some of those storms could be severe. Right now, the shift has been inland mainly, but we see one lone shower there in southeastern Hillsborough County right now. That's with the sea breeze. But with the sea breeze well inland and a general west to southwesterly flow, we are not anticipating much happening along the coastline. We could get some late night showers near the coast once the sea breeze breaks down, but generally all the rain well east of Manatee and Sarasota counties. We'll talk more about that big rain event headed our way in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Florida is the best state in the country for military retirees looking to enjoy their golden years. That's according to a report released today by Wallet Hub. The results were based on the state's economic environment, quality of life, and health care. Montana came in second on that list, with New Hampshire coming in third. The worst state for military members and veterans to retire, New Jersey.
All right, ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. And Richard, the rally on Wall Street continues today.
Scott, absolutely correct. And if you remember back as recently as last Wednesday, I didn't pull out my Chicken Little edition, but in fact, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down by 372 points. Seems like a long time ago. Well, the market was up Thursday, the market was up Friday, and a very nice gain today, really all day long. So for right now, things seem to be much more calm. Things are in place. So let's just see if we can continue. There you see the Dow Jones Industrial Average up almost exactly 90 points, more than 0.4% at 20,894.83. That on a volume of 718 million shares. The NASDAQ continues to perform extremely well, up 0.8%, almost 50 points at 6,133.62. That on volume of 1,904,000,000 shares. And nothing wrong with the S&P, up by 0.5%, more than 12 points at 2,394.02. Well, there's some big changes at the Ford Motor Company. Ford today announced it fired its CEO, who had only been at the company for just under 3 years. So why did he get fired? Well, sales are down, earnings are down, market share is down, and the stock price is down. In less than 3 years under the stewardship of Mark Fields, the company's stock is down by a whopping 40%. Time for a change. They brought in a new man who had been on their board of directors and also has a background in, guess what, technology, and he's interested. His major field is driverless cars. So let's see what Ford does going forward. But right now, Ford has said enough. We need a new leader, and the stock was up 2% on today's news.
And Richard, some news on Netflix as well.
Yes, happy anniversary. 15 years ago today, Netflix went public in an IPO, an initial public offering. And if you bought 1,000 shares of the stock at $16.50 when it was offered for $16,500 today, you would have slightly over $2.3 million. That's a gain of over 1,300%. Not too bad.
Not too shabby at all.
All right, Richard, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, political controversies in Washington continue to follow President Trump as he makes his way to the Middle East.
And ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast. And then later in Help Smart, how deciding to skip on sleep could hurt your social life.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce.
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean really moves me.
One.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Come on in, welcome to our pad. Trust me, folks, you'll in for a ride. I'm driving, so relax. Unwind, leave your buckets all behind. Get ready to blow your mind. In Beatsville, don't be shy. Come and make the scene. Catch the crazy party inside. The hipsters here are fun and dig, man, they're on to something big. Yeah, they're gonna flip your wig in Beatsville. Catch the gig in Beatsville.
Today, the air is perfect. Inside. Expect more from your cooling and heating. Daikin.
President Trump is on his second stop of a 9-day trip overseas. He's now in Israel in pursuit of what he calls the ultimate deal, Middle East peace. But as ABC's Stephanie Ramos reports, the political controversies in Washington are following the president overseas.
As President Trump takes in the sights and mingles with world leaders in Saudi Arabia and Israel on this 9-day foreign trip, he can't seem to leave behind the controversy over Russia. Before the trip, President Trump reportedly revealed highly classified intelligence to Russian officials that is believed to have come from Israel.
Just so you understand, I never mentioned the word or the name Israel. Never mentioned it during that conversation.
The president essentially confirming that Israel provided the highly classified intel, which might have put lives at risk. Today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu still all smiles.
Intelligence cooperation is terrific.
According to the New York Times, at that same Oval Office meeting, the president told Russian officials, quote, "I just fired the head of the FBI. He was crazy, a real nut job. I face great pressure because of Russia. that's taken off.
Russia has bad motives toward the U.S., past, present, and future.
Those motives are at the center of a federal probe into Russia's meddling in the U.S. presidential election last year. And Mr. Trump's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, is now refusing to testify before Congress. Flynn pleading the Fifth Amendment and not handing over documents to the Senate panel leading the investigation. During a campaign rally last year, then candidate Trump had this to say.
If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment?
Former FBI Director James Comey is set to tell his side of the story to Congress in a public hearing sometime after Memorial Day. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Washington.
Manatee County will begin its extended summer hours for lifeguards and marine rescue this weekend. Lifeguards and medical rescue services are offered on Coquina Beach and Manatee Public Beach. Starting this Saturday, lifeguards will be on duty at those beaches from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Those extended hours will continue through September 8th.
That's what's nice about this time of year. You've got all evening to go out
Right,
there and
you
enjoy
can
the
get
beach.
out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Later.
And look out for the lightning now. We're starting to see some of that on a regular basis over the weekend. Anyway, we did see that, and overnight even a few showers around. That was a little system that moved in overhead that has since cleared, but boy, made for a nice day today along the west coast, and not many storms out there today as a result of the west wind out ahead of a frontal system, which will eventually change things up for us. We're going to see a lot of rain from this next system. On top of that, cool weather. You know, last week it was record highs, and this week after Wednesday it's going to be pretty nice. Cool down, and also some drier air settling on in after some pretty heavy rain. Now the drought index, this is still showing that that little bit of rain that we had over the weekend, although a lot in some places, is not helping all that much. It is a little bit each and every day that we get it, but now I think after Wednesday and Thursday's rain event, it will really help out. And if we get up to what some of the models are suggesting, up to 2 to 4 inches of rainfall in a wide area across much of the state, that's really good news. Right now, the heavy rainfall occurring into central Florida, you can see they kind of started right there, and then they're moving in both directions. Some are moving to the east, while others are moving to the west right now. And we have one lone shower that has popped up into eastern Hillsborough County, and that too, we'll have to keep an eye on that. That could send off a few boundaries, which can cause some isolated showers to pop up this evening along the coast, but most of the action is inland and will stay there, I think, and eventually wind on down as a result of that west to southwesterly wind, which is rather prevalent now. You can see it currently. We have the west southwest wind at 14. Temperature much cooler than last week's readings, and 85 degrees right now. The pressure 29.98 inches, and we have mostly sunny skies at the Sarasota Braden Airport. That wind flow will stay out of the west southwest and south tomorrow, and then we'll eventually see again a chance for a few inland showers. A little drier air still in place, but with that kind of wind, you can expect the sea breeze to get well inland, and that's where the focus will be well inland for showers and storms. In fact, Tuesday's forecast not depicting any rainfall, at least within a few miles of the coastline. We'll have high temperatures in the mid 80s, so that's fairly close to seasonal averages for Tuesday. And then everything is changing as we push into late Wednesday and into Thursday. The system itself is still kind of gathering strength. You can see this little spin up right here. Well, this will shoot some energy down into the south, and then eventually a strong cold front will work its way through, but it's going to be a slow moving front. That's a good thing, because as it moves slowly through, we'll get these series of little pieces of energy out ahead of the actual front, which will bring us showers, occasionally some thunderstorms, and unfortunately, there is a possibility of some severe weather that comes along with this next system late Wednesday and into Thursday. Right now, severe weather watch in effect for Texas and New Mexico, and some flooding problems and concerns over the deep south. As a futurecast goes, showers inland kind of fading away toward the east coast tonight. And then on Tuesday, we stay in the warm sector, lots of sunshine. As I mentioned, just an isolated chance for a few late day showers and storms there. Even if they were to develop, they'd push off toward the east. And then for late Wednesday, you'll start to see showers gathering to the west of us. And there's a lot of energy out here. So most of the day, Wednesday looks to be okay. By the mid-afternoon, we'll start to see showers and storms move on shore, and then it will take its time getting through, and that's the reason why we're going to keep the rain chance fairly high right through Thursday morning. Temperatures in the 60s and 50s over the northeast, 75 right now in Albuquerque, 100 in Phoenix. For boaters, winds out of the south-southwest, and unfortunately not the best boating weather over the next several days. A moderate chop tomorrow, and more than likely choppy conditions as we look ahead on in through Wednesday and Thursday. Well, here's the forecast. You don't see this very often, but 80% chance for showers and strong storms. Reason why you don't see this very often, cold fronts don't get out here very much this time of year. Well, that's going to be the case on Wednesday night And Thursday morning, some of those storms could be strong, then turning breezy and cooler. That 60 should actually be 64 degrees. I was maybe a little too optimistic with that 60. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Bob, thank you. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, no crashes, but traffic is backed up on Clark Road in Sarasota, both the eastbound, and it looks like westbound's okay, but people trying to get on the interstate maybe. But look at I-75 at this hour. It is all green right now. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, this probably comes as no surprise, but not getting enough sleep can make you look less attractive. And according to a study by Stockholm University, people might not want to hang out with you. In the study, they took pictures of people with a full night's sleep and then again only after 4.5 hours of sleep. Participants were generally less likely to want to socialize with those who had a lack of sleep. They considered them less attractive and less healthy. Researchers say these findings suggest humans inherently avoid those who look tired or ill as a means of steering clear of disease. Italy has passed a law that will require parents to vaccinate their children before preschool, and those who refuse may be fined. Children up to age 6 will need to be vaccinated against several diseases, including measles, chickenpox, and meningitis. The country's health institute reported more than 2,300 cases of measles so far this year, a big increase from 840 cases in all of 2016 and only 250 in 2015. The high numbers prompted other countries to warn citizens about potential exposure to measles while visiting Italy. Here on the Suncoast, you can get your questions answered about vaccines during a special presentation tomorrow. A pharmacist with Sarasota Memorial Hospital will give up-to-date information about flu, shingles, and tetanus vaccines. The seminar will take place at Health Connection, which is located on the first floor of SMH from 1 to 2 p.m. tomorrow. Coming up, a new roller coaster offers a little too much of a thrill for riders. What caused it to stall, stranding several riders there. And a couple takes their social media followers on their latest challenge and their incredible journey.
Fresh out of the box, the Alfa Romeo won us over. We went in skeptical and left in awe of this gorgeous machine. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wannabe Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is rated the safest and most dependable automotive brand, and all Subaru models with eyesight are a 2017 IIHS top safety pick. Right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $209 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
It does things that seem impossible, feeling like it could change direction while airborne. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
An update now on the investigation into why a roller coaster at a Texas Six Flags park shut down during its weekend debut.
8 riders were stranded on the coaster for hours. Officials say the stormy weather and high winds triggered a safety sensor. Firefighters had to use ladder trucks to reach the riders and help them down. The 3-hour process, that's how long it took, and it was rainy. The ride has since been deemed safe and has reopened. Crews are trying to fix a hole that opened up right in front of President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. The 4-by-4-foot hole is near a newly installed water main. Now crews are digging to find out what caused it. The town of Palm Beach sent out an email alert to warn people about the potentially dangerous hole. Workers say they don't know how long it will take to fix it.
Not 1 or 2, but 4 water spouts caught on camera in Greece. This amazing video of the spouts was posted on Facebook. It's gone viral. Water spouts, of course, are tornadoes that form over water or move from land to water. Experts say they have the same characteristics of a land tornado and can be just as dangerous.
2 climbers are heading to the top of Mount Everest, and they're documenting their quest via Snapchat, giving anyone a chance to experience it. This is the second time the pair has attempted to climb together without using any supplemental oxygen. Fewer than 200 climbers have made it to the top of Mount Everest without that added oxygen.
I don't know how you breathe.
I don't either. And does it, I don't know. I think I'd be fine still completing that feat, even with a little bit of help breathing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel any less accomplished.
You're at 30,000 feet, right?
Right.
I mean,
that's.
I know when we went to the Rocky Mountains in Colorado,
yes.
You get 12, 14,000 feet, and I'm out of breath after climbing a little bit.
It's totally different. So can you imagine that? I mean, you just would feel really like, yeah. Well, a violent crime can happen anywhere at any time, but there are ways you can be prepared.
Straight ahead on your Suncoast News, some important tips that could make all the difference in life or death situations.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Drive into Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota and discover big savings during the Drive and Discover event. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Celebrate and salute our heroes during the Memorial Day clearance and pay no interest for 48 months with same-day pickup or next-day delivery. This special purchase Florida-styled bedroom group now $599 with a matching 3-drawer nightstand free. This special purchase dual reclining sofa now $499. And this special purchase Serta Queen Perfect Sleeper Set now $399. Exclusively at the Furniture Warehouse in Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice, Port Charlotte, and Ellenton.
And save big.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Today, the air is perfect. Inside. Expect more from your cooling and heating. Daikin.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.